you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to talk about somebody named Brittany Miller. She is recently making headlines because she, after many years, came forth and admitted that she faked cancer, and she has addressed this in a video that we're going to watch together. So I'd like to share my thoughts. If you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so right now Brittany has 3.5 million followers. She is based in the UK and she makes a lot of your typical mommy vlogger lifestyle kind of content, cooking, parenting stuff, showing her children to, you know, the weirdos online, kind of your cookie cutter, boring mommy influencer. Her content is nothing that I would ever gravitate towards. Y'all know how I feel about mommy vloggers and family vloggers. I've talked about it for 5 years on this channel, how much I despise people that profit off of showing their children to strangers on social media. She put out this video that now has almost 11 million views, and she is addressing something that happened years ago where she faked cancer. Now, I realize how insane that sounds. Like, why would anyone fake cancer? Why would anyone fake being sick? I've always kind of had the opinion, or I guess kind of like a philosophy of, you're not going to speak something that is untrue, because for me that feels like bad karma. That feels like asking for something negative. If you're faking illness, lying about something, lying about someone passing away, that's just like a huge no-go for me. But let's watch her video and hear what she has to say about it years later. And as a bit of a warning, I guess, I don't think that you should watch a video like this and say it was X number of years ago. She was, you know, this many years old when she did this. It's happened, you know, ages ago. Why are y'all mad? Because something as diabolical as faking cancer it's not something that has an expiration date, where people are no longer allowed to be upset at what she did. Before we watch her video together, as a little bit of a comparison, I like doing this sometimes, even though it has almost 11 million views, it has 772,000 likes, a little under that. You know, it seems like people are approving of this. I find that to be a bit wild and crazy, if I'm being honest, but let's listen to what she had to say, and then I will give you all my thoughts.
So I never wanted to talk about this time in my life because it was a very difficult time for me, but I owe it to my followers and people that support me to tell you my truth. I also want to put a stop to the people that are twisting and exaggerating what actually happened. So I'm just going to go from the beginning.
You know what I want to say? Putting in the very beginning of this video that it was a difficult time in your life, how do you think people who have actually gone through cancer and or lost loved ones to cancer, what do you think they would feel about hearing that? Because I'm pretty sure that either going through cancer or losing your loved ones to cancer is what they would describe as a really hard, terrible time in their life.
Back in 2017, I had extremely bad mental health. And at the time I didn't realise how bad. But it was bad. I was depressed, I was suicidal, I was lost, I was confused. I lost my partner, I lost my job, and there was lots of things in that year that led me to be mentally ill. I said something to someone within my immediate circle in confidence, one stupid sentence that I deeply regret. I said I had an illness, which was cancer. I didn't do this for malicious intent or to scam people. I did this out of desperation.
I can tell y'all that there are plenty of people that exist with all kinds of mental illness or mental health issues, and I don't think that a common thing to do is to lie to somebody that's close to you saying that you have cancer. of all things to come up and lie about, you're going to come out and say that you have cancer because you have mental health issues. I can't make the, relation to those two, but let's keep going.
I did it to keep the people close to me, to keep the people in my life close to me. I don't condone it.
So you had to tell them that you had a deadly diagnosis in order to keep them close to you. It sounds like they were not meant to be close to you anyway. If you had to go to that extreme to make sure that they were still close to you and still in your circle and in your life, that seems like it's probably going to end with those aren't very good people to begin with, because I've said a million times, my circle is very, very, very small. And each year it seems to get smaller and smaller and smaller. But there's not any situation where I could think of, I have to lie to them and tell them that I have a terminal diagnosis so that they will stay in my life.
I understand why I did it. And I've learned from my mistakes. This was not a long-running scam or a manipulative story like it's been made out to be.
Miss Ma'am, where are the tears? Trying to make people think that you're crying, but we can very clearly see what you're doing, and it's what a lot of other influencers do, so I guess that checks, at least.
The people that I told then told a couple of others, and there was a fundraising page made on behalf of me, which I knew about.
If it's not for manipulation, then what was it for? Because you literally just said that you created this lie to keep people close to you. And if you're lying in order to keep people close to you, then that is manipulating a situation. Point blank, period. I don't care what lens you're viewing this through. If you have to lie to keep people close to you or lie to make them feel bad for you, you are manipulating the situation. You are manipulating the relationship with those people.
And as soon as I saw there was 2 donations, I had the page immediately shut down and I didn't take a penny from it. I've grown from this. I am working on being the best version of myself. It took me a long time to understand why I did it.
As far as the GoFundMe or the donation page that was created, I don't know if there were only 2 donations. That's what she says. I don't know because I didn't follow this when it was unfolding in 2017. But if you didn't take the donations, were they refunded to those people? I would like to hear from those allegedly 2 people that donated to this. Did they receive their money back? Because if I'm going to believe one person or the other, I'm going to believe the random person that allegedly donated to this.
Because I was mentally ill. And I am so deeply sorry to anyone that I've upset or triggered from saying what I said. I wasn't on social media at the time. This was years before I was even on social media. I didn't do this for likes or followers. And I know how horrible this disease is.
So you're saying that if you're mentally ill, then you are allowed to do things like faking cancer or, harming people around you. And when it comes time to talk about it or be accountable over it, it's okay because you had a mental illness? Is that what I'm gathering here? Because that's super scary. If we're just going to allow everyone to do whatever they want or need to do, and then they loop back around and say that they were mentally ill and now they understand why they did said thing, no matter who it hurt in the process, that's insane.
I know how much it affects people. So for that, I am so sorry. I admitted what I did. And I said sorry to the people that I hurt. after it all happened, a year later.
Why did it take you so long to address this? If it happened in 2017 and people have known about it since that period of time, why is it that you were able to upload years of content, years of exploiting your children, become, popular on TikTok, and now all of a sudden in late 2025, we're getting this video? If it takes somebody 6, 7, 8 years to own up to something that they did, then I don't think that it's coming from a genuine place, no matter what the topic is.
I moved away from my hometown because I wanted to work on myself. I wanted to be better. I wanted to be mentally well again. I wanted to surround myself with people that were gonna help me. And I got a job with a fundraising company, and that's how I met Ash. I was able to work for charities, and me and Ash fundraised together for a short period of time. I wasn't good at it at all, but Ash helped me so much. Him and his family helped me so much, and I'll forever be grateful. He was my light at the end of the tunnel.
This is saying, from my perspective, I did a terrible thing, but years later, I worked for a fundraising company and did some fundraisers. So I'm a better person because I did this very small thing. So that doesn't mean that the thing that I did is as bad because I worked for a fundraising company. What?
He helped me be well again. He helped me forgive myself. And although I am so emotional when I talk about this, I am mentally well again. And I'm so proud of where I've come, from being in that dark place to now. And I'm here because I want to be an advocate for mental health. I want to help.
I always find it very interesting when people put all of the praise and all of the "this is how I got through this" on a partner or a spouse. And whoa, don't cancel me. What I'm saying is it's a layered conversation. In order to be healed from being an awful individual, can a good partner or spouse or good best friend be part of that? It can, but let's also not confuse getting into a new relationship or getting married as some kind of cure-all for something that you admitted you were so mentally unwell that you faked cancer.
People, because I know what it's like to be in a dark place. And I want to help people. And I also just want to say a massive thank you to all the people out there that support me and still follow me. When you didn't know my truth, you still believed in me. If I could go back and change what I did, I would do it in a heartbeat. It was one stupid sentence that I said almost a decade ago. And I've learned so much from it. And I'm so grateful for you all. And I really love you so much. So thank you.
So to round out my thoughts on this video, I don't think she's a genuine person. I think that she addressed this, many years later because people were talking about it and she felt pressured because, God forbid, if an influencer feels like they're beige, flexing on people, that lifestyle is going to dwindle at all, then they will make videos like this and have to address things that happened. Her content is not for me. It would never be for me. But I'd really like to know, how do y'all feel about this? I will acknowledge that I always consider myself a bit biased when it comes to discussing things like this because I have lost many unfortunately, many close family members to cancer of all different kinds. And so it's really a punch in the gut to think that somebody could have all of these options and choose to fake cancer so that they don't lose their friend or someone that's close to them. Mentally ill or not, that's a wild thing to do. I stand on that. But I will be checking the comments. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.